Welcome back to my page, you guys. This video is a continuation. It's actually going to be the last part to the series on this topic that I came to you guys earlier to talk to you guys about today on black women giving white police officers, or police officers in general, permission to kill black men. And reading some of the comments, this video really is just a response video to some of the comments that I've been getting and I've been seeing in response to this topic that I came to talk to you guys about earlier today on black women giving the police permission to kill black men. And I'm like, it's amazing, first of all, to read these comments and see the diversity of opinion that people have on this subject. And I appreciate that women are being honest and they're being straightforward about, how they feel about it, because it tells us a lot. It gives us a lot of information about where we are as a black community and how black women feel about black men, which some of y'all ain't no surprise how black women feel, but seeing the reaction, seeing those responses to my topic on this whole issue with Stephon Clark. I almost keep forgetting his name. We can't forget his name, Stephon Clark. How people trying to make it not even a race issue anymore. They're like, forget about it. He's not part of the Black Lives Matter movement because we've let our minds become infiltrated by white-dominated media who went and dug up some information on this man. Yes, I feel like the information that they dug up is not anything out of the ordinary. You get what I'm saying? Like the stuff, you would think that he actually really did something to black women. But I'm like, you guys, how are y'all taking offense when this man is just expressing how he feels? You get what I'm saying? And in response, we can see how black women feel. Like I'm reading through the comments and black women are like, no longer are the days. They say, this woman said, no longer are the days where black women will take disrespect and abuse from black men and turn around and support them. And I'm like, wow, that is such a powerful statement and affirmation. And I know on one hand, it makes black women feel very powerful. It empowers us to be able to take back our control, to take back our support, so to speak, towards black men. It's something that we own, right? We don't own anything else. So the little thing that we do have control over, we try to manipulate. And I'm like, wow, this has become an issue about controlling black men, manipulating black men, essentially. That is the outcome. And not only that, but it's causing division within the African American community because people are essentially divided on this issue. With Stephon Clark, an African American male who was killed by the police in Sacramento, California, for no reason at all. Let's not forget that. Because we know the media wants people to pay attention to the unnecessary parts of his story, right? Which I think, yes, it's important that, we get a full picture of who this victim is. But let's not spin the media. Let's not spin the narrative. So to get people to believe that this guy deserved what he got. Like, how do we get to that point that black women across America are responding and saying this guy deserved what he got? He deserved it, and they're not defending it. They're not treating it as an injustice issue or a Black Lives Matter issue. They're treating it as like he's just another nigga, a no good nigga who deserved it. That is so unfortunate. And I'm looking at, and earlier today I did 2 videos, part 1 and part 2, on black women giving police departments permission to kill black men. And I talked a lot about, interracial dating and it being free choice, a matter of free choice. And I believe that people make different choices for different reasons. People are led to date interracially for many different reasons. And I think the primary thing that most people that comes to mind when they see somebody dating outside their race is like they automatically assume, especially if they're black, they automatically assume that, something is wrong, because you're not staying true to yourself. And while Stephon Clark was pretty open, according to what the media says, I haven't read any of his posts, and I have yet to see someone quote something that he said on Twitter, because still to this day, I don't know even if what the media is saying is even true, saying that he had said all these statements, negative statements towards black women. But how I see it is more about his choice of a woman. That's why I think that black women are mad. They ain't so mad that, oh, he's degrading black women. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, y'all have a point. You can look at it like that. Some black women, with the angle that they're coming at it, But I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all know I have to analyze the situation a little bit deeper. I'm like, wait a minute, black women. That's bullshit. Some of y'all starting to lose y'all mind, and y'all letting these white media infiltrate y'all minds with propaganda. Because y'all listen to all of this rap music, this hip hop, and y'all sit here and allow these rap artists to call y'all out y'all name, bitches and hoes, and y'all bouncing y'all ass, twerking to it. That's not disrespectful to me. That is very disrespectful. When a man refers to a woman as a bitch, that's disrespectful. That's derogatory. That's degrading. But then you have these same women, now that a black man has been killed by police in Sacramento, California on March 18th. These black women want to say, we are done with protesting. We're done with fighting, especially not just they ain't make a general statement and say, you know what, we tired of this. We tired of having to fight, to protest. We tired of having to defend ourselves and defend our identity and our blackness. They're saying, no, specifically, we want to make this very specific and let the world know specifically what we're tired of. We're tired of supporting black men. We're tired of fighting for black men. And I'm like, wow. And then for them to listen to allow the media to instigate. That's all what the media is. It's just a big instigator. Instigating a situation. Instigating a battle. Adding fuel to the fire between black men and black women. To say, oh, look, black women. Did y'all know this so-called victim, Stephon Clark, hates black women? It's like, that's bullshit. How many black men do we have living in America that actually have negative feelings towards black women? A lot. That's nothing new. How many black women living in America do we have that actually have negative feelings towards black men? Y'all know it's a lot. That's nothing new. It goes both ways. When all of a sudden it's like black women and the mixture of social media and all this instigation, these people just instigating stuff. Got black women all hyped up now all of a sudden. Black women are hyped up against black men. Comment below and share this video, you guys. Let me know what's on your mind. But now black women are all hyped up against black men. And I think that they're losing their freaking minds. Because I'm thinking out of all these incidents that have happened, I mean, it's a lot that's been happening, you guys. This is not the first. Us losing a black man and things happening within the African American community. And now you got these black women are outraged all of a sudden. Like, I'm like, why now? You're outraged about black men being disrespectful towards black women. So now all of a sudden you want to turn this into a social rights issue surrounding women's rights. I'm like, if that ain't flipping the script, like, to me, that makes no sense. And another reason why I say I think black women have lost their freaking minds and something is going on, you know, we see a reaction. It's not just so much a response of black women towards this situation with Stephon Clark. This is a reaction. This is a trigger for black women. It's triggered a reaction in them. And what you see is what's already been in that black women, African American women. You know, bitterness, anger, you know, hatred. Black women have self-hatred too. All of this time to raise an issue on black men disrespecting black women, and now y'all want to use somebody's death, wrongful death at that. You get what I'm saying? It's not just like, okay, death, but this is a wrongful death by police. And y'all want to jump y'all asses on this shit and get attention and put down black men. Like, tell me, come on, ladies, help me figure this out. Please, say something. Help me figure this out. But y'all want to sit up here and jump on this and turn it into, and get attention. Meanwhile, and make it about black men being disrespectful towards black women, when we know that's not what this thing is about. This man is dead. That's why I say I think black women have lost their minds, because a black woman, seems like only a black woman will do something that's insane. You mad at a dead man. How in the hell is you mad at somebody who is dead? Only a black woman. It's just like a black woman to show up to a dead man's funeral mad as hell. The man is dead. Not just that he died, he got killed. You get what I'm saying? As if that wasn't enough. Then you just attacking the situation, attacking Stephon. On top of that, you generalizing Stephon's hurt and pain and hatred that he has within himself. You generalizing it towards black men, you know, and then want to make this statement to say what you ain't gonna do, what you not gonna do. You're not gonna support black men, assuming that that's the answer. Like, that's gonna fix the problem of black men being disrespectful towards black women. Like, are you insane? I'm not gonna just say black women, because you have, I think, women who are in a position of hurt, powerlessness, you know, pain. That's what people do, you know. They are very manipulative. Very manipulative. You get what I'm saying? And all this reaction, this trigger reaction that you see within black women saying that, oh, they not protecting Stephon Clark. They're not going to protest this particular killing, you know, that we see. All that is a triggered reaction. These black women are showing you what's already inside of them. How they already feel towards black men. This ain't no surprise. We can't tell me just one incident. Come on now, y'all. Let's just think logically now. You tell me one incident with a black man getting killed by police. He was totally innocent. Showing the police, hey, it's just a cell phone. It's not a gun. It's a cell phone. This one incident. And then you find out a little bit about who he is. You know, a little bit about his dating preference, his marital preference, you know. Just a little bit about that. You find a little bit about where that preference stems from, because you get to see, you know, some of the symptoms of it, you know, and his posts, according to the mainstream media, saying that he said all these negative things. Those are symptoms, you guys, you know, of self-hate. And then you want to sit up here and claim this one incident all of a sudden, this one incident got you feeling like that way towards black men as a collective? Are you serious? So you take one incident and all of a sudden this make you want to go on this serious movement. You're on a movement now. You're part of this movement against black men to say that you are going to demand respect from black men in such a way that if they don't respect you, if they're killed by the police, if they are thrown in jail, if the worst thing happens to black men in America, if you find something against him, which apparently we already know the black man got a lot of shit against his ass. You know? He's black. A lot of black men got crimes, felons, so-called no good baby daddies. Like, black women can go on and on and on and on with a whole list of things they got against black men. And this black man is found dead in a river. And we found out that it was a wrongful death. And the police just said, you know what? We don't care about this nigga. Let's get rid of him. Let's throw him in the river. Matter of fact, he got a couple homeboys. You know, let's go find out where they stay. Let's go get them too. Matter of fact, let's go over here. Let's go get this one. Let's go get this man right here. Y'all just gonna say forget about it. He don't even matter. Because that's how you feel. That's how you feel, black women. You feel like you don't care. You ain't gonna tell me it's Stephon. So Stephon, he didn't made you feel this way against black. He just changed your whole perspective now. All of a sudden, you go from being a black woman and, oh, I support my black man, I love my black man, to a black woman that say, wait a minute, I gotta check something first. I gotta check to see what kind of black man he was before I support him. And in order for me to know what kind of man he was, because you don't know these people. These are people that don't even live in your neighborhood sometimes. The media educates us about these people. So what other way do you have of knowing about this man other than what the media tells you? So what you're saying, black women, is that, and the way that you're going to check this black man out to see if, number one, you're going to show up at the protest, or if you're going to mourn his death, his wrongful death, and fight and stand with other members of the black community. The way you're going to check it is you're going to turn on a TV, and you're going to get on your cell phone and scroll down and see what the major networks got to say, to see what kind of story they put together, because you believe in the thing that with the name that has 3 letters, right? You believe it. Everything they say is factual and truthful, and you believe their perspective. You stand behind their perspective 100%, 100%, because what they say is facts, is truth. That's what y'all saying, black women? Is that what y'all saying? I mean, really, please somebody tell me, help me understand. How does that make any sense? You're talking about contradictory. That's a contradiction right there. That is a major contradiction. You mad at a man for dating outside his race and for having self-hatred, and the way he copes with his self-hatred is to pursue women of a different race. This is what Stephon did, right? This is a little dirt they got on a man, you know? And you said because of that, then you want to release this hatred towards somebody. And not just him, but black men. And you want to put these checks in place to say, wait a minute, before I offer my support, before I see if it's a real deal, let me check something. And then you basing your check off of what mainstream media says. That's hypocritical. Because how you going to be mad at this man for doing that? You saying that, oh, he's whitewashed, you know? He with a white woman, a white Asian woman, you know, or however you want to identify her. She ain't black. And you want to jump on him and jump on his back. And then not only that, but you making a projective statement to say, okay, this is for the future. So for future references, the next black man, because you already anticipate another black man is going to get shot and killed the same way. You already know it's coming. You looking forward to it, right? That's just something that you just would love to see happen, right? Because that just empowers. That's how Black women are empowered. Black women have now turned our suffering, a Black man's suffering, right? Because who here is a victim here? I mean, we know the whole Black community, the wise people, the conscious people know this entire community as the victim. But in the minds of these Black women, you looking at looking at the victim, and that's how you see it. That's how you roll. To me, that don't make no sense. You take one incident and you want to turn it into this movement now, this new movement that you got, that you feel empowered. Every time a Black man dies, Black women can feel empowered. Every time a Black man is wrongfully killed by the police, Black women, in their sophisticated way of thinking, because Black women, we think real different, have now come to decide this is how they're going to cope with the police killing a Black man as a form of empowerment. They're going to think about what kind of Black man he is. And if he fits within their mold of what a Black man should be and look like, then okay, he get the pass. They're going to mourn his death. They're going to support. But if he don't fit within that mold, y'all know Black women can be very critical. We're talking about Black women who've been abused, who've been abandoned, who've been mistreated, cheated on. These same Black women who feel very insecure in themselves because a Black man is dating outside his race are going to come and make this decision anytime a Black man gets killed in the future, to say, is he worth my mourning? That's what they said. That's what Black women are saying. And so they're going to check it to see if a Black man is worth it. I wonder how many Black men, statistics is what it is. So we already know it's going to happen. Unless hell freezes over and something changes, a miracle happens. But the way things been going, white men, these police officers, they quick to pull the trigger. They have fear in their heart, man. Fear mixed with hate. Those are dangerous, man. They dangerous. And then they armed with a badge and a gun. Come on, y'all. We talking about warfare out here in these streets. And then guess who gets to be the judge? This is the society that we have evolved into. Society where the people become the judge. People are becoming the judge for men now. And not just people, but Black women are becoming the judge when a Black man get his life taken wrongfully by the police. I wonder how many Black men do you think is actually going to pass that test? And going to fit that mold of what a Black woman thinks a good Black man looks like. We talking about Black women who are single, who ain't never been married, who been made to be baby mamas, got all of these issues going on internally. Come on, look at that girl's video. You can tell the situation deeper than that. It's deeper than, a man said this on Twitter. Either she trying to feed into the hype to get views. You get what I'm saying? It's just a triggered reaction, where you're not even thinking. Come on. Or she got something else going on. It's deeper than that, man. It's deeper than, you come across a Black man. Because come on, I came across Tommy. This man, that's all his videos are. It's just negativity. And if I read one post by a Black, or even a few posts, that's them. You can ignore. You don't have to focus on that. That's just them. But even if you do focus on it, you're not going to get so bent out of shape. You don't take it personal. You don't internalize it, that it triggers you. And all of a sudden now, I hate Black men. I got to put all these Black men through a check before I actually support their death, their killing. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is something different. It's like they're putting the power in the hands of the black woman to decide if a black man is even worth mourning, and leave it up to the black women. Y'all see what it is. Black men, y'all see what these women. I mean, yes, you still got some good, heartfelt black women like myself. You know what I'm saying? Who understand what it is, who get what it is, right? Know what time it is. But then you got some black women, you know, they sometimes, like, women can be so damaged within. Where do they have within them to offer support to somebody else? You get what I'm saying? Even if that person is imperfect, like, where can they find within them love? When a person is that damaged, it ain't no love. It's just bitterness and hatred. That's all you got. So they looking for a reason. They looking for a reason to put this man on the burner. You know, they're looking for a reason to say to hell with him. You know, I don't even remember his name. The girl in her video say, oh yeah, I feel for his grandmother. I feel for his daughter. I think he had a child. This man actually left behind a child. I feel for them. And it's like, come on, that's bullshit. How the hell you feel about everybody but him? Like, black women know how to use, they put their words together to really hurt, you know, the black man. Black women know what I'm talking about. You know, we know our words can be real dangerous. And to say that you care about everybody, essentially those are women. The grandmother is a woman. The child is a daughter, right? You know, a girl. It's about women. It ain't about men. You can give a fuck about a man. These women don't care about a man, especially a black man. That's all they saying. We don't care, because trust me, it ain't trust and believe men. Y'all know women that care and that really give a fuck about you and love you, they're going to love you. They're going to say, oh, they ain't going to put your line. They ain't going to sit up here and put you on a line like that. Like, essentially, they are giving you away to the white man to hang. You get what I'm saying? Talking about back in the day how black women used to be with the slave masters and selling out the black men. Come on. What's the difference? What are these women doing now? It's like, come on. That's essentially what I hear. And you know, with the bitterness and the anger that a lot of black women have, black men, y'all don't stand a chance. You get what I'm saying? You don't stand a chance. You don't stand a chance with the law. Because these messages aren't just being heard within the black community. These black women are saying with regard to Stephon Clark and how they feel about it. And they just like, come on. These messages are being heard by racist white people. Trust me. They see it and they like, okay, it's open season. I mean, it already been open season. You already know that. But hell, if you getting permission from the women of the community, we know the black women of the community are the ones who marching. They're the ones who fighting. They're the ones who make shit happen. You get what I'm saying? And if the black women are giving them permission to do it, to kill black men, it's like, damn it, are we at that point? Are we really at that point? Are black women throwing away black men? I mean, this is a thing, y'all. This thing is deep. Black women, what you see this reaction in black women, this triggered reaction, all it is a surfacing of what is going on inside the black woman's mind. You know, these black women pretty much saying they'll write the black man off to the white man. That's because they've been writing them off to the white man, you know? That's a black woman's coping mechanism, how they deal with this shit, how they get their sense of empowerment. Black men got their way of being empowered through the struggle by dumping their seeds in black women and not giving a damn about them, you know? Want to say the baby ain't mine, knowing good and well it is. Stuff like that. Want to fight against child support. You know? Want to just impregnate a woman and go off and marry a white woman. Stuff like that. And I want to talk about the whole interracial marriage, you know, and black men and the dating pool altogether, you know, because this thing is bi-directional. It's just not that black men are dating out their race. Black women are too. I made a couple videos on my perspective on dating interracially. And I already said I'm pretty much open to it, you know. And then it's funny because somebody just recently commented on one of my videos to say, how can you be pro-black and for interracial dating or interracial marriage? And I'm like, dude, your mind is so, people's minds are so narrow, they can't even hold two things at the same time in their mind. They don't even see how the two can exist. which they can. That's like saying, oh, how can you be black but still live in a white dominated fucking country we call America? Not to say that it's easy, but it's possible. It's very possible. So yes, I'm pro-black, and it's possible to love your people and still decide, okay, based on my options, based on certain circumstances, this is what I choose. You get what I'm saying? And you can't hate a person for that. That's their life path. You get what I'm saying? If they have certain opinions about, or strong opinions about, oh, black women or black men, then that's something that they dealing with. You get what I'm saying? That's something that they wrestling with in their head. How is it that black women can allow the media to sit up here and take these Twitter posts from this man's page and make it a bigger issue than what it is? As if black women ain't being disrespected in the media. You get what I'm saying? And turking their ass to these goddamn disrespectful ass rap songs and hip hop songs. It's already happened. Black women already disrespect themselves. You don't even respect yourself, but you got a nerve to sit up here and use somebody's death and killing to say, okay, yeah, we're going to take this and we're going to show these black men. It's like, slow down, sweetie. Now is not the time. That's like showing up at somebody's funeral and want to start a fight. Now is not the time, man. You might have something against this person, but now is not the time. Let's have the funeral first. Let's deal with the death first. Let's deal with this case, this criminal case that we have first. Then we can sit up here and start a movement to get our respect. But I feel like for black women to use a platform and to jump on that same platform of this man's death, this man's killing, to say, okay, now we want some attention. We want to sit up here and, since the media already then pulled this man's background and brought it to the forefront, black women are just, they riding that shit out. Riding it out and giving them a reason to attack black men now all of a sudden. And you're just like, stop it. That's not going to get black men to respect you. If anything, black men, especially if black women are serious about, oh, we're not going to support a black man until he da-da-da-da-da, like, first of all, how are you going to see that he's respecting you? And if you're going to base it off what the media says, and every time a black man gets killed, the media somehow digs up some negative shit about a man, and you're like, okay, forget him. We ain't going to honor that one. Do you really think that's going to get a black man to respect you? I think, like, some women got it twisted in their heads, man. And they use them same tactics in relationships with the men they've been dating. And no wonder why they ass bitter. You can't, that's not a way to, that's not love. How the hell you say you love a black man, but you're using these manipulative tactics to try to force him to have respect for you? You got to get to the root of the problem. You have to get to the root of the problem. And not showing him respect is not the freaking root of the problem. You get what I'm saying? That's not how you solve the problem. That woman are like, you know what? I'm not going to pay him tribute, until this. And it's just like, come on. If this man, think about it, you're creating a cycle. That's all you're doing. You're just reinforcing the cycle. Somehow they think they can jump into the cycle and interrupt it by saying, all right, I'm about to stop this cycle, of black men disrespecting black women. And I'm just not going to support them when they get killed by the police. Does that make any goddamn sense? That don't make no sense, y'all. Because at the end of the day, a lot of black men, black women, people in general, nobody is perfect. So if you're going to use that tactic or that stipulation for determining if you're going to patronize a person's wrongful death by the police, then, like I said, good luck, black men. Good luck out there on them streets facing the white men, because the black women have increased the stakes, have made it even more freaking riskier for your ass out there on the streets. Because they didn't communicate to these white men, okay, we'll support some black men, but not all of them. So maybe the light-skinned ones, or which ones y'all going to support? The ones that's perfect? Like, how y'all going to make the determination? I'm trying to figure out what y'all going to base this on. Whether he dating interracially, or like, what is it? Because you can look at different black artists, rap artists, lyrics, and look at the words, and that's equivalent to, I'm pretty sure, what this man then stated in his goddamn Twitter post. Equivalent. It can be, that's him just expressing himself. I wouldn't take Stephon's Twitter post as an attack against me as a black woman. No, because number one, he don't know me. Yes, I'm a black woman and he may be talking about black women, but I'm going to take a step aside and say, well, that's his internal process. You get what I'm saying? That's something that he is dealing with. God knows what his experience has been. God knows what's going through his mind, what his childhood was like, what got him to that point that he was before he got killed, you know? In his mind, maybe he thought, this is an American dream, you know? I got me an Asian chick, got me a family, I'm living life, I'm good, you know? And that's his way of coping with the struggle, you know, by pointing fingers at black women. But the response from black women, especially if you're educated and especially if you know who you are, is not to say, oh, I'm going to wait until I get respect from black men. Like, that don't make no sense. Before I begin to march with this, you know, and fight for black men who are being killed. That's two separate struggles, y'all. Y'all mixing the two up. Don't mix the two up. We talking about women's rights and getting respect, which I stand by and for 100%. And we talking about black people being killed. Don't sit up here and jump in and try to slice the Black Lives Matter movement and down the middle. And you interrupting it. Don't let the white people get in your head like that. I'm so glad you have said that about her respecting her man. When I left my family in California to come to Tennessee to live in her world, I can't believe where we are now. It's all, but yeah, it's like, you know, I feel like it's always two sides to a story. It's always two sides to a story. And seeing black women react like that, I mean, of course, I'm around, I know black women. I know the way black women think can be kind of, you know, it's like you better watch out. You don't make a black woman. I mean, you don't make a woman mad, period. White women, don't matter what color. You get what I'm saying? But to add black and African on top of that, and to take to in the context of, you know, what a black woman has gone through, that's just like, you know, you don't fuck with a black man like that, you know? Because we got our own shit. You know, and so I feel like for black women, like, come on, we got to pull it together. We got to be much stronger. First of all, know who the hell we are, to not jump on this crazy media bandwagon. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't be one of those type of black people that just get pulled any direction that the media goes. You get what I'm saying? Don't be one of those kind of black people. Yes, you want to be smart and you want to have something that you stand for. I get it. I hear what black women are saying. We want to stand for something. But in your standing for something, make sure you're not standing against yourself. Make sure you're not standing against, you know, black men and the black community. Be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand that we are in the middle of a war, a race war. Whether you want to be a part of that war or not, we are. People don't even realize, like, you know, what side they're choosing. It's about good and evil. You get what I'm saying? And we know what's going on. It's no surprise. So don't let this one incident where the media somehow was able to find, they found something. They found something. Like we know that the media usually always look for something, right, in black victims to try to pin it against them, to turn the story around, like they did with Trayvon Martin when they brought up the fact that he was smoking that weed, and they're going to show him with the weed blunts and stuff, and to say, oh, okay, this is a reason why he should get killed. Oh, he's a criminal, right? Like, come on. So if a black man has a certain perspective, even if it's hatred, you get what I'm saying? Hatred, I look at that as a disease, y'all. He's a psychological, you know, it's a malfunction going on, right? We know that. But for y'all to take it and take it personal and be like, oh, I'm standing against, like, come on, y'all doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. And if you got all that energy that you want to be about it and want to protest something, y'all need to know how to direct y'all energy. Because I'm figuring, what do black women gain from telling black men that, hey, I got this thing now that I can hold over your head. So just in case your ass gets shot and killed by the police, that you notice in advance that I may not support your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's not love, black women. I'm looking at it from the other perspective, as if I was a black man hearing black women say this. I'm like, first of all, what I did to y'all, you know, and for a black woman to even think that far ahead, to say, okay, in the future, this is what's going to happen. You know, got black women saying, no longer are we going to offer our support to black men who disrespect us. Thank you. No sense at all. That has nothing to do with that young man being gunned down wrongfully. Yes, I saw the one live that you reposted. She was very insensitive to the situation. That's what I'm saying. I think it's something else going on, man. She made it seem like she's starting to revolt. And it sounded very powerful. Her words sounded very powerful. But we have to understand the difference between a person who is speaking with power to empower people, and especially the massive, you know, the collective in terms of black people, or is a person speaking from a sense of hurt, and it just sounds powerful because they're talking loud. She's talking with bitter and anger. So of course she's just throwing up all these words, and it sounds like she's making sense, right? Which she is, because she's telling her story. She's making sense because it's her story. This is her reality she's pouring out. She's triggered by seeing what she saw in the media, on the news, in regards to what Stephon had posted on Twitter. So she's think about it now. Like, if you already got some shit going on, that you have this bitterness, this hatred towards men for whatever reason, I don't know what they did to her, what happened. We all got our stories. I got mine too, you know, but we have to know when we're still hurt and we haven't not been healed, because that shit comes out. It comes out. And to see an exaggerated response as we saw in her video, that's a little bit extreme, to go to that extreme to say, all right, I ain't supporting black men. And it's like, wait a minute, do you not know this ain't just, you know, yes, everybody freedom to choice, right? We have a right to choose, but this ain't, y'all gotta understand, we talking about politics and war, y'all. I don't think y'all understand the gravity of the situation. You know, I think because, like, with social media, we have these phones, and it's like it separates us from reality sometimes. So when we're looking at our phone, how we scrolling, and people have the ability to click the live button and go live, it's like you have a separation from reality, and you don't realize that even though, yeah, you have this phone in front of you and you have this video that you're creating, you're still living in a real world. You get what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's media. And I think even content creators, people that write books, storytellers, people that write scripts, you know, filmmakers and television shows. Sometimes people don't understand, like, yes, it's great that we have access to these tools where we can create and we can express ourselves. And it's so beautiful to articulate yourself and for people to get you and identify with the way you see life. And that's beautiful. And like I already said, like, I appreciate her for doing that video, because I feel like she's saying what a lot of women want to say. That's just how they feel. You get what I'm saying? Even some women comment on her video and share her video and say, you know what? I support her. I agree with her. She's right. You know, we need to stop supporting black men when they die, when they've been living their whole life putting down black women. And it's just like, I don't know if I quite agree with that. I don't know if I quite agree with that, because to be honest with y'all, and I just keep it real, we all been putting down ourselves, black people. It ain't that black man, just want to single and point out black men. It's like black women so quick to do that, like, I gotcha. You know, I gotcha. And want to just rub it in and just make a man feel like he ain't shit. Bring a man down. We know how to bring a man down to this, y'all. You get what I'm saying? It's like, that's an abuse of power, women. Y'all don't realize how powerful we are. We are powerful people. That's the reason why I'm going in like this. And this is my third video on this topic, because I'm like, y'all don't understand how dangerous, like, this viewpoint is, to say that, you know what, we're not going to support black men. That's a very powerful statement, y'all. Y'all don't realize how we carry a lot of power. Black women are the head of the feminist movement, the women's rights movement. Black people have led the civil rights movement, and we know civil rights is not just for black people, it's for all people. So that's our power. People follow us when it comes to these movements. We are at the head of these movements. And when white people see black people stand up and say, you know what? Fuck these niggas, fuck these lame ass men, black men. Guess who follows suit? White women start doing it. Everybody start doing it. And somehow you think that's going to get people to, black men to respect the black woman? I don't think so. Even if it's a hypothetical, right? Because the video, I mean, it's just a hypothetical right now because not another situation has happened where people can actually enforce that and say, you know what, I'm going to put these words to action. But like I said, it's just a hypothetical. But putting a hypothetical out there into the atmosphere is pretty dangerous. That's all I'm saying. To say that if a black man get killed, and we know it's bound to happen by the police, then you're going to sit up here and have your own court, right, inside. That's fine. I think black people do that already anyway, you think about it. This ain't shit new. People's reactions is just them showing their true colors. You get what I'm saying? This is nothing new. Black people have been divided when it comes to social issues. You got black people that's fighting for it and black people saying, that ain't got shit to do with me. You know, so I feel like social media is making people more comfortable in sharing how they feel. That's all. People share how they feel. You see these videos and black women going off or just being negligent to the situation, which I feel is just as bad. You got a black woman that's overtly saying, I ain't going to support. You got a black woman that's passively saying, I ain't saying shit. They ain't even saying shit. They just like, oh, somebody died. Somebody got killed. Oh, okay. They could care less. You know, they don't want to hear it. And it's like, if the black community does not stand up and fight, nobody else ain't going to stand up and fight. Let's sit back and see if it's going to be protests. Black people got to get that shit started. You know what I'm saying? It takes black people going to social media, taking to social media like this, or going to the news and making, you know, a big deal about it for everybody else to take notice and say, well, damn, you know, that is fucked up. That's fucked up that this man got killed. It's still, everybody keeps saying it's still fucked up. That's okay. If it's still fucked up, y'all see, these people done showed y'all. It ain't like it's a secret that they saying, okay, you know, we don't know this happened. They put it in your face and saying, we took one of your own. What you gonna do about it? We took one of your own. And matter of fact, not only that, we found some dirt on him. We found that he don't even like black women. So how y'all gonna respond now, black people? That's what the media's saying. What y'all gonna do now? Yeah, you're confused, ain't you? You don't know what to do. They confuse y'all ass. You don't know if you should put up the fist and fight or stand back and say, fuck them niggas. To me, that's teaching self-hate. That video that she's talking about that is getting all these trouble black women to say they not protecting Stephon Clark, that's a form of self-hate, you guys. Think about it. Now, that's self-hate. Let's not make it about, oh, it's about women's rights. It's about black men respecting women. So we're not supporting the protests because black men have been so disrespectful to us. This is our moment to tell black men that we demand respect. If they don't respect us, then we don't care about their lives. Damn. That's cold-blooded right there. And then y'all wonder why black men run away from y'all crazy ass. You know, you wonder why black men run away. I'm not a black woman my goddamn self, but I'm just speaking the truth. Black people will say, oh, you know, that's the stereotype. Some things are stereotypes and some shit is just a goddamn honest truth, you guys. It's the honest truth. You know, we can't sit up here and make it like it's make-believe. You know, we have to see the cause and effect relationships. And relationships, you know, between each other, between black men and black women. And see, you know, how we affect each other. That ain't gonna solve the problem. Black women do that same shit we're talking about with sex. Oh, I'm just not going to give him sex. Love to withhold shit. We quick to withhold some shit, you know? Withholding sex. Withholding our support in the fight, you know, for justice. What else you going to withhold? And you see it ain't got you nowhere. You get what I'm saying? What has withholding sex in a relationship got a woman? Did the man miraculously respect the pussy or appreciate the pussy more? Hell no. He go out there and find some new pussy. That's what black men are doing. So what the fuck you think you're doing by saying you're going to withhold your support? That's just going to engender even more hate within a black man towards a black woman, to see that a black woman can go to that length. You get what I'm saying? Imagine if the tables were turned and we have a black woman who was wrongly killed by the police. You get what I'm saying? And then you got the media go out and find some dirt on a woman. It don't matter what it is. Just think of your own dirt. Y'all know y'all secrets that y'all keep off of social media. Think about it. Think about if it was you, black woman, that was wrongly killed. Wasn't doing nothing. You walk into your car at night. Police officer swerve up real quick. Catch your ass off guard. Just you out there in the parking lot. Kill your motherfucking ass. Cold-blooded. And then the media do their part, because everybody got a role in this. Do their part and go to your social media page and find something. Find something that they know black men ain't going to take a liking to. And find a way to twist it a little bit, you know? And to bring it into the story of your ass being wrongfully killed by the police. Now, you want people to cry for you. You want justice to be served for you, right? You expect the people in the black community, not just your family, because your family ain't big enough to get justice served. Obviously, when we killed by the police, we got to have a whole army up in there. You know what I'm saying? To make something happen. Your family, nobody's family ain't big enough to do it just alone. So don't say, oh, I don't need the black community. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you will. You know, you will want that to happen, especially if you know that you was wrongly killed by the police. It don't matter what you did. They can find a post where you was mad one day and got locked on the social media, and who knows, you could have just got a relationship with a black man. You got hurt. You got cheated on by a black man. Whatever the case may be, it was something that happened in you that was very unfortunate, that caused you to have these negative emotions, and you put the word black man, just having to put those two phrases in your post, and all of a sudden, they found that about your ass. And they use that and say, you know what, we're going to take this and put this in a story, drop it there and see how the black community responds. See what the black men got to think about you. Is she worth supporting? Should we fight for her wrongful death? Would you want that to happen to you? No, black women. That's why we need each other. Who's gonna fight for you? You don't think the white people gonna come to your rescue? They ain't gonna come. If you wrongfully killed by the police, they not gonna come. They only come when black people make an issue about it. When black people make a cry about it, that's when they follow after us. We are the headliners of these protests. Understand that. We on the front line. Y'all know that. You know, we the one make a big deal about it. So now we come to a point where we just stop making a big deal about it, apparently. We just stop making a big deal about it. Black women start to come find excuses, and they wait for the media to inform them of these excuses that they can use to ridicule these black men who are victims, you know, of social injustice. And then it's just a tit for tat. The black women doing it to the black men. The black men doing it to the black women. And at the end of the day, you know black life don't matter. So I said, we got to stop that, y'all. We got to know when to rise with these protests, you know, and you can't have one protest hijacking another. Like, I feel like you got the women's right movement trying to hijack the Black Lives Matter movement. Because that's what it is. Women saying they demand respect from men. That's women's rights. All women demand respect from men. You get what I'm saying? So why not use other races, and they can help support us in that fight. We ain't got to do it by ourselves, you know? But now ain't the time, black women. It just ain't the time. So I got to go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share your perspective below, you know? And I like when you guys comment. You know, I like when you guys share your opinions. Everybody got a perspective, and everybody got an opinion, you know? Everybody, I'm pretty sure, don't agree with my opinion, and that's fine. Like I was saying, you have somebody going to say, oh, well, how are you going to say you pro-black, but you are for interracial dating and marriage? And I'm like, again, the issue with the dating pool, especially for black women, we know that. I seen a link somebody just posted How we got millions and millions of black men that's locked up. Those are millions and millions of men that's out of the dating pool. Eligible black men that would have been eligible black men for a black woman. But what are her options? You get what I'm saying? So to broaden that perspective, and we know when it comes to selecting a mate, you guys, you're talking about for procreation, that can be pretty complicated. Motherfucker ain't just going on a first time Dick and Harry. You get what I'm saying? And the same thing. Like, people date outside their race for different reasons. So don't assume that a person is doing it because they have hate within their heart towards their own race. Unless it's evident. Unless you see that it's clearly evident that this person has hate, then that hate must have come from somewhere. That's how I look at it. And we know where hate comes from. We know where racism comes from. So I'm going to leave it at that. We need to come together and let's support Stephon Clark. It's wrong. I don't know if he's been buried. I could imagine that he has been buried. I just found out about this, you guys. Like today, I think it was. So let's quit that mess, for attention and likes. I'm sure, yes, you're trying to find a way to get attention. So you want to go against the status quo and make some video saying you're not going to protest, you're not going to support, and you can care less, and he deserved to die. Of course, that video is not going to go viral because people not expecting that. People not expecting a black person to come out and say they're not going to support another black person, victim, who was wrongfully killed by the police. That's just unlikely to see something like that happen in this day and time. Previously, but it's happened now, so it's like, okay, she done broke the cherry, She done paved the way to give other people, black people, permission to not protest. It's not that black people ain't already had it in their mind anyway, because you got a lot of black people that don't participate in the whole Black Lives Matter movement. And it's just like, it don't affect me. I don't got nothing to do with me. But now she's put it out there in the forefront to say, hey, women, don't be scared, I'll take the lead, and then y'all go follow. I'm just telling y'all, that ain't the route. Y'all better stop that mess, man. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all are treading on some dangerous hot waters. Y'all trading on some dangerous hot waters doing that mess. Following behind bullshit on social media. That's what's... Social media is the devil, y'all. Y'all better be careful with that. Be careful with these movements that y'all jumping on. Especially if you all see that it's juxtaposed against a Black Lives Matter cause. Just be careful with that. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. Think twice. Don't be so quick to listen to the media and say, oh, they got some dirt. Here are the facts. Here are the facts. They quick to tell you some shit. Anytime I hear, come on, that should already be programmed in y'all mind anyway. Anytime you hear a white man get on TV and they speaking negative shit about black people, please second guess that shit. Question that shit. Question it. That should already be in y'all minds programmed. Y'all got nerve to talk about this man, they not out his race, but y'all don't even realize y'all ass is programmed. Y'all been whitewashed. Look how easily y'all took to that bullshit. Look how easily y'all minds are malleable and manipulative. You know what I'm saying? You can easily manipulate how you think. How you go from a black person, oh, I'm strong, black power, to wait a minute, I kind of got a different perspective on this now. Because you're weak, man. You're weak. That's a sign of weakness. Because a strong mind don't bend that easily. It don't bend that easily. Black people don't know themselves, man. So it's unfortunate. White people can get you to believe anything and come with a whole list of shit about black men and tell you this and what they already been doing anyway. That's probably why black women taking black men in court, put them on child support, treating them like they ain't shit. Want to blame the whole problem on black men. When shit, it could be both ways. What are black women doing? That's my whole thing. What is black women doing wrong? Don't say that you ain't doing nothing wrong and that, oh, just black men got all this self-hate. Everybody got hate. We all got self-hate. Don't sit up here and point the finger all on them. But what about us, black women? Let's keep it real. Like I already said, there's nothing we can do to make a black man, if he already made a decision he want to date white, ain't nothing we can do to change that, because that's the internal problem that he going through within himself. So this is not to try to get black men to come back over. It's pointless. That's a decision that black men gotta sit with. That's a decision they gotta make. They gotta go through some deep introspection and figure out, first of all, why are they going across the borders, you know? Is it because of the dating pool is slim? Which it ain't. Because all these single black women out here can't use that excuse, you know? So, you know, listen to black men. If they telling you that they like this and that, then maybe they do. We have to be honest with ourselves to admit our own shit that we dealing with as black people. Because we know we got some shit. We know we got baggage. You know, black women quick to react. Look how quick she got on there and made a reaction, you know, to Stephon Clark death. Quick to react, quick to snap on a person, quick to, you know, tear a motherfucker head off. Won't waste no time. Don't even think. They're just very reactive and stuff, you know, which ain't really a good way to be, so to speak. It's not. It's best to slow down, pause, think before you act, you know. Even when you've been done wrong, you feel like you've been mistreated by a man. You ain't gotta go out and bust out his windows, you know. Black women, we know we fierce with that shit, man. We don't play. We got a very strong, long record of that shit. And I ain't saying all black women, you know, but we just know who we are. You get what I'm saying? So let's just keep it real, man, and take this thing into context. Look at the big picture. Don't just look at this one man situation, letting white people fill y'all head with that bullshit. Don't do that. Don't let these white people fill your head with that bullshit. Because if that's the case, if they can take one case with, let's say, Stephon Clark, an example, and they take that one case and they see how easy it is, they can pour in information like that and change the narrative on the story and change your perspective. Come on. They'll come with you with anything. They'll sell your ass any kind of lie. Don't do that. You know, twist the story. You know, and really highlight something that should not be highlighted at this time. That's like I said. That's like going to somebody's funeral and wanting to fight. You bringing up shit that shouldn't even be brought up at a funeral. It's not the time. You know, and to sit up here and use such thing as a stipulation because this man is just expressing himself on social media, which we all do. Y'all know, black women, y'all watching this now, y'all know y'all done got on here and pushed black men under the rug. So let your ass pop up missing now, and we find out that the white man that killed your ass. You want us to come support you. So let's not jump on this bandwagon and be so quick to say, oh, we ain't gonna support black men. Because, oh, we found out that, oh, he got a white girlfriend. Or, come on, that's his taste. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't take it personal. Don't look at that black man and start thinking about all the shit your baby daddy did to you now. Come on. We gotta heal from our pain, man. Don't let our pain and dysfunction get in the way of our progress. You get what I'm saying? And what we're trying to do. Let's stay focused. Let's stay focused and let's stay firm and stay steadfast. Christians know about how important it is to stay steadfast and unmovable and unchanged and stand up for a cause. Y'all know how important that is. Don't be so easy to waver. You know, one day you supporting black men, the next day you hate them. Love-hate relationship between black women and black men. Come on, we got to stop that. We got to stop that. Let's just love them, forgive, know who we are. I think that's the most important thing. You know who you are. It don't matter what kind of, you know, I look at all kind of black men. You know, they different. I look at it just different. They got their own stuff they dealing with, but it ain't for me to judge. Never for me to judge, you know. So we have to let go of that hate within our own hearts, y'all, and forgive. And let's just stop this. Stop this mess. Don't get sucked up into that hype that the media trying to get you caught up in, you know, to try to use a person's past that you know ain't part of the criminal case. Ain't got nothing to do with it. This man did not commit no crime. Yes, he has a certain personality characteristic that y'all may not like, but a lot of black men do. These rap, like I said, I don't even want to keep beating a dead horse, but y'all know this the truth. These rap songs, man, is degrading women, and here y'all go want to do this on a man's wrongful death. You talking about some Illuminati shit, man. I gotta go. All right, catch y'all guys later. Good night.